feature was first time introduced in developer preview of Angular 14. This feature shifts from a module-based app, where components must be declared in a module to be used, to a fully component-based app. In Angular 17, the Angular CLI schematics fully supports the standalone feature, and it's even the default option. With this feature, you can create a complete standalone app, standalone pipe, component, directive, and even convert your code to standalone. To better illustrate it, nothing is better than the before and after. Here is the life of components before the standalone feature. Let's say I have a shared module where I have all components, card, header, notice, etc. Now I'm in product module and I want to use the card component in this module. I have to make sure the shared module declares and exports the card component to make it available for use, and then import the shared module in my product module. Notice that I need only the card component, but I ended up importing the whole shared module. Now let's move to life after the standalone feature. I can make this component standalone by adding the standalone property set to true and import what it needs to work properly in its imports right property, meaning that it's self-contained, doesn't require declaration in any ng module, and can explicitly manage its dependencies. We can import them directly into a module or in a standalone component. You import only what you need, hence you build your app in a tree-shakeable way. Here is what makes standalone feature really interesting. First, it reduces the framework complexity and simplifies your Angular learning journey, as it's more natural and intuitive to say, well, I need a component, so I imported it. Then, I need a component, so the way it works in Angular is you need first to declare it in an ng module, and if you want to use the card component, for example, outside its module, well, you need to export it and then import the module that exports it in the module needing it. You see, this is often a confusing part for new Angular developers. Second, fine-grained lazy loading. Before we could only lazy load a module, now we can lazy load standalone components. Third, standalone is compatible with previous Word, meaning it can cohabit with ng module, and that's great. Lastly, there is way less code and boilerplate. Wondering how it works behind the scenes? Well, the magic lies in the virtual created ng module around each standalone component. That's why when importing a standalone component, we import it like we import a module in the imports array. We can't put them in declarations array of any module, as a standalone component is already declared in its virtual ng module, and the component can only be declared in one and only one module. Last but not least, there is one limitation to this feature when compared to the previous Word. You cannot bootstrap multiple components as you could with the ng module. I hope this is clear, or at least clearer for you than before after watching this video. Stay tuned.